Hey everyone! Welcome one, welcome all to the Love Letter 3. Now, let's get started with some background. What exactly is the Love Letter? Well, let's break it down where the series came from and why it's here and what it serves to be. Back in 2024, I was in a rough place mentally. I had a toxic friendship that was destroying my heart. I won't go into much detail regarding this friendship, but for many of you watching, you might already know. I made a video originally titled The Love Letter after I made a not so great letter beforehand. Yeah, I wasn't in the best of places at the time. Needless to say, the bad letter turned into something good. This led to The Love Letter, a video that explained in rough detail about how I felt regarding the special people in my life. This video is now gone thanks to the aforementioned friendship. Skip a few months, I was resolute to make another love letter video. I wasn't in such a bad place at the time, but I had found a lot of reason to be thankful to the wonderful people in my life. This edition of the series was more private. Individual letters, you could say, were sent out to people who I found very special. I never finished it, only having sent maybe 4 or 5 videos to people. I canceled the love letter too. I was out of motivation, time, and energy. Skip to 2025 and my life starts getting better. The negativity from 2024 faded and I am here once again to bring another love letter to light. This time, with nothing held back, no one left behind, and everyone accounted for. This is my magnum opus, my love letter to all of you. Now, let's address the who, what, and why behind this video. The who? All of you. The what? A comprehensive deep dive into the special folks in my life. Why? Because you all have made such a deep and significant change into my life that I can't even begin to explain it. With that all out of the way, let's begin with Chapter 1. Alrighty, so it may happen that some of you don't know me. If you don't, it's very nice to meet you. As previously mentioned, my name is Christina. I'm 22, trans, and I have a deep loving of opossums. Love those little guys. Anyway, my journey began June 18th, 2003. I was born to my parents, Heather and Scott. I was raised alongside my siblings Amber and Faith. Growing up, I was your typical iPad kid. I played video games and, well, I was something else. Yeah, wasn't that crazy? Let's not dawn on that old me for very long, okay? Moving on, as I grew up, I met some wonderful people. The first was someone named Mark. He was my very first internet friend, and that's kind of where my journey through the internet began. I met Mark during a random night playing Plasma Burst 2. He and I were fighting, and if I recall correctly, we eventually joined a PB2 clan together. From Mark, I met some of his friends. From there, I met Ruru. They interacted with a YouTube video of mine, and we eventually added each other on Skype. They were like an older sibling to me. We used to do a lot of stuff together when I was younger. We mainly messed around with Toriel from Undertale.
Really difficult. Do we have any of that monster candy left? Probably not.
I don't think we do.
Just try and die. Just try and die. Just run up to the top.
That won't
Chris,
work,
just-
Heather.
How come?
I don't know.
Good times aplenty for sure. I'll go into more detail about you later, Ruru. For now, let's keep going. After some time, I came across Eric. He and I actually made a collaborative YouTube channel together, but I think I'll let that be a lost and forgotten piece of media. I then met Bear. We did some stuff together too, but that is lost to time as well. After Bear, there was Donnie, and they actually made the first iteration of Puppy, as you can see here. It was pretty great. Along with Donnie, I met some of their friends too. I'll talk more about each of you later. Moving on, we came to a period where I started drifting away from YouTube a little bit. I was more focused on my friends, gaming, and school. Here, I met plenty of friends that came and went. I met Kool-Aid, which led me to meet Cup and Ryan. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Let's dial it back. There were plenty of people I met in this time frame. Unfortunately, I didn't get to retain most of those friendships as we just kind of grew up and distance ourselves from each other. It happens, and if some of you happen to be watching these videos, thanks. I appreciate it. I hope you're well, and feel free to reach out. I miss you. Of course, I won't neglect the people that I know in person, that being Skylar, Brennan, Ander, Noah, Destiny, all of you. I met most of you when I came to our mutual school district around 2016 to 2017. I'll go into more detail about how each of you made an impact on my life later, but for the moment, I'm glad that I met all of you. Sometime after I met Kool-Aid, I met Rose. We've been friends for almost 8 years now, it's kinda insane. Obviously, I'll say more about you later. Moving on, I met Bread, Sophie and her friends, then I met Cup, Ryan, Gabe 2.0, Espy, Nova, Drake, Salad, Legs, Emmy, Jom, Ash, Ray, Fairy, Ram, and so many more lovely folks. That's pretty much the gist of my history. With that, chapter 1 is a close, and now we move on to the juicy stuff. Ryan, or Lewa de Mangu. I think that this is going to be a pretty tough one to talk about. I have already gone through 3 different recordings at this point to try to get my point across. So I think I'm going to start firstly with kind of just a little bit of history about our friendship. And our friendship is still new, all things considered. You and I met back in like October, November of 2023. So in my estimation, yes, our friendship is still kind of new. Despite that, I feel like our friendship has grown so quickly that I consider you one of my closest friends of all time. And I will go more into detail about that in a minute, but I just kind of want to exemplify the fact that our friendship is still so new, but I feel very close to you. So without going into any details whatsoever, because I know that it's an uncomfortable conversation for you, but you and I became friends at a mutual time of suffering, I guess you could say, and I think that that kind of accelerated our bond. And I'm not going to say that it was like some sort of trauma bond, because that's not what I'm saying whatsoever, but our mutual struggle kind of helped us connect better, and it helped us kind of associate better with each other. And I think that our struggle definitely made our friendship very impactful. And the way that you cared for me in my time of struggle, you've listened to me, you've cared for me, and you did it all so unconditionally, especially considering that we were still fairly new friends at that point. Like, I think we had only talked maybe 2 or 3 times before we started opening up to each other about things. And that is crazy to me. And I can't imagine doing that kind of thing with anyone else, because you were just someone so easy to talk to and kind of just get points made and talk to, share ideas with, and come out of each conversation as a better person, I guess I could say. And I feel like as I start talking about these things, it just kind of brings everything back to me, like all the moments that you and I went through and the way that you made me feel, the happiness that you brought me, and the ease that you brought onto me as well throughout our conversations together. Now, I also wanted to just kind of sit here and say thank you. In the last year and a half, I don't think that I've really had the opportunity to just kind of sit down and talk to you one-on-one about how I feel about you. And I don't think that you were included in the initial waves of the love letter, because, or maybe you were, I don't exactly remember, but I have a lot of appreciation for you, and I am eternally grateful for the love, generosity, and kindness that you've shown me throughout the last year and a half. And I think that that whole thing where you took me in as a friend without asking any questions, without passing any judgment, you were just there unconditionally, and it was so amazing. And there is nothing that could possibly begin to put any, like, it's hard to say, because it's just so impactful, right? And I kind of find the words missing when it comes to just how much I do appreciate that, because you can just say, oh, thank you, you've done so much for me, and you know, you're a really great friend, but it's a level beyond that, where I would consider you family, like straight up. And I don't think that there will ever be a person on this earth that I connected with so fast and felt so comfortable with so fast. And I think that you and I relate on a lot of things, which kind of makes it so easy to be around you and just to kind of coexist with you. And you and I are infinitely compatible just in terms of our humor and sort of kind of the games that we like and sort of kind of the music that we like. You have some pretty controversial AJR takes, I will say that. I mean, looking at your Overture rating, I don't know, boss man. It's kind of dookie doo-doo. I don't like it, but that aside, I am just so grateful for you, and I am so excited to see where our friendship goes. And surprise, surprise, I'm planning on meeting you guys sometime this year. Hopefully, we'll see. Can't make any promises, and I don't want to disappoint anyone, but I am hoping that I get to see you guys this winter. So thank you so much for existing, Leroy. You are perfect in a lot of ways. Sorry, not Leroy, Ryan. You're great, and I appreciate you infinitely. And goodbye, and I love you. Mwah. Hey there, Donnie. I would like to first and foremost thank you for all of the gorgeous art that you've made for me in the, I think maybe like close to 5 or 6 years that you and I have been friends. So yeah, thank you. Your art is delicious. It's mwah, chef's kiss, beautiful. You are so talented. And I am frankly very jealous of your skill. Like, I wish that I possessed even like a sliver of your creativity. Like, God, dude, you're just so great at your art. You're so great at just everything that you do. And I am honored, frankly, to be associated with you in any way, much less be considered a friend of yours. And, you know, I think that you're really great. And I particularly remember back in like 2018, 2019, when I had this really difficult breakup. And you were there. You sat there with me and listened to me and helped me through every second of it. And that stays. Like, that type of friendship stays. And I am eternally grateful for you, and just know, and knock on wood, I hope this never happens to you. This isn't me like saying I wish for it to happen to you, but if it ever does, I am always there for you. No matter what, you have me. I'm a text or a call away all the time. Talk to me and I will help you. I earnestly appreciate the gifts that you've given me throughout the years, and especially I so greatly appreciate you for creating Puppy as a design. And the fact that her entire character design has stuck this long and is now a very integral part of me, that's all thanks to you. And I think that you did amazing work with creating her in the first place, and I am so grateful to you for doing that for me. It was such an amazing gift, and everything else that you gave to me afterwards was just so amazing, and I appreciate you. I can't begin to describe how much you mean to me as a friend. And I know, again, it's unfortunately going to become a very common theme throughout this video. I want to talk to you guys more, and I know that I am kind of a crappy friend when it comes to that. I don't talk to people enough. I am very lazy, I guess you could say, when it comes to having conversations with my friends, and I don't know why it happens. I don't really have an excuse, but despite that, and despite having that issue, I carry a lot of love for not only just you, Donnie, but for everyone else that's going to be mentioned in this video. Even if you and I don't talk a lot, even if in some circumstances that we haven't talked in a month or two, or maybe perhaps even years, I still care about you more than you'll ever know. And if you reach out or I reach out to you, I'm there. You know, my DMs are always open. I don't have my Discord plastered anywhere for pretty important reasons, but I would like to hope that the people who are watching this video already, one, have me added on Discord, but if not, here's my Discord right here. And I'm not trying to like plug my Discord or nothing, but this is my Discord. If you are someone who is watching this video and you don't have me added on Discord, add me. Let's talk. Let's catch up. I miss you. Let's talk. But anyway, back to Donnie. You are great. Sorry for that weird side tangent. I don't know why that happened, but you are great. And I know that there was a period of time where you were going through a lot. And I honestly wish that I could have done more for you in that moment, in that period of time. But I hope you know that I was always rooting for you. And in any case, in the future, that you need someone to talk to, whether it be something carefree or maybe something more serious, I'm there. My DMs are always open. I can be pretty bad with responding sometimes, but I will always get back to you no matter what. So thank you, Donnie, for being such an amazing friend. You're great. And thanks again for making all those wonderful gifts that you have made for me. And I greatly appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, Destiny. This is gonna be a long one. I can already tell. You and I have a demonstrous history with each other, and I will go into decent detail about that and how I feel about you and all that good stuff, kind of like I've done with everybody so far. So let's just get started. So first and foremost, you and I have been friends for a decent long while. I don't exactly remember the year that we became friends. I'm thinking it was probably like 2017 to 2018, around then. And I think I met you in a webpage design class, and I remember we sat next to each other. And I don't exactly remember how our friendship really started blooming from there. I don't know how we started talking to each other, but after a while, we warmed up, and then you invited me to, I think it was Carly's birthday party. So when I went, it was great. It was a hell of a lot of fun. You and I became better friends, and then we hung out again after that with a couple of your other friends, and then that's just kind of it. Like, we started hanging out quite a bit after school, and I remember those days very fondly. I remember getting very, very loud over Fortnite and Dokkan Battle at times, and it was just so goofy. I cherish those days with all of my heart, and there's nothing more that I want than to be able to go back to the times where you and I were not so busy and not so far apart as we are now. And I just want to be able to sit down, play Fortnite with you again, just like we used to. And we were so bad at it, but it was still just so much fun. And like I said, I cherish those days infinitely. And I cherish your folks. I cherish Carly. I cherish your entire existence as well. And I am just so grateful to exist in a world where you and I are friends. Sorry about that. My phone just went off. I'm just gonna mute that real quick. Moving on from that, you were also very, very supportive in my trying times. Back when I was dating someone, I'm not going to say who, but our relationship was very tough, and we had a lot of problems, and it was very, very difficult for me emotionally. And you were always there to help me. You were always there to provide emotional support. You were always there to listen and to just get my mind off of everything. You were always there. And I knew that I could always count on you if I needed to escape from the situations in my life. You were just there, right? You did not judge me for the pain that I was feeling. You did not make me feel bad. You did not make me feel stupid. You didn't make me feel anything other than understood, listened to, and cared for. And specifically the times where you and I would hang out and just play games and yell and scream about stupid stuff, it was always just such a wonderful reminder that you are just one of the greatest friends that I've ever had, if not the greatest. And I say this with my whole chest. You are my greatest friend. And I say that wholeheartedly. I don't say that casually, right? Because you have been with me for so long and you have cared for me so deeply, and I just think that our personalities mesh so perfectly with each other. It's insane. And I wholeheartedly consider you my family. You are not flesh and blood, but you get the idea. You are super duper close to me, and I cannot begin to describe how much you mean to me. Now, I'm going to talk about the situation that happened a year and a half, 2 years ago. We all know what we're talking about here. Everyone who's watching, we know. I want to apologize for how stupid I was back when all that was happening. You tried so hard to instill confidence in me, I guess. Confidence that I should have had in myself, but I ignored and tried so desperately to hold on to something that I didn't know, but I should have known was very unhealthy for me. And you did your best to help me in that situation, and I abused your kindness and your advice and your words, and I'm sorry. I know that there were times that you were very disappointed in me, and I know that I definitely didn't make you proud in those moments, and for that, I again do sincerely apologize for, because I know that I could have been a better friend for that as well, because there was a lot of situations in that moment, in that brief almost 2-year stint there, that you were upset with me for. And I won't go into a lot of detail because it's a private thing between you and me. No one else deserves to know that, but I apologize for it. And I promise to make a better effort to include you in the more important things of my life. Given that I think that you are one of the most important people in my life, I oughta, right? So I am definitely going to be making changes to include you in the more impactful moments of my life. And I promise you, you are that important to me that you need to be included. It's a requirement for me to feel successful in life, is you being there, sharing in that success with me. So, moving on from that, I also wanted to express that I miss you. And we haven't had the time to really hang out a whole lot lately. I think that the last time we hung out for an extended period of time, we had an entire day planned around it, was at least a couple years ago, almost. And it makes me feel upset knowing that the situation that you're going through, again, no details, privacy is important, but it still upsets me, because I just want to be around you again in a more chill fashion, where we could just turn our brains off and not think about the difficulties in life and just enjoy each other's company like we used to. And I know that that's a pretty big ask, because both you and I are busy, and I don't blame you necessarily for having difficulties managing that sort of friendship again, because it's not only just you, mind you. It's a mutual thing between you and me. I think that if we want to start hanging out together as friends again, maybe we just need to start planning ahead. And, and it's easy. We can make it work. I am 100% down to try whatever we need to do to spend time with each other again in a healthy, timely manner, And I know that there's extenuating circumstances in your life that prevents that, and I respect it wholeheartedly, but I'm just gonna let it be known. I want to spend time with you so badly. Like, you texted me the other day before I got off of work asking me if I wanted to go get something to eat. Dude, I was so hyped. Like, I was like, holy shit, this is banger. I'm gonna have dinner with my best friend. It's gonna be great. and again, it's not your fault. I don't blame you for canceling on that. It's okay. But you are my closest friend, and I love you with all of my heart. You are my family. Even if you're not flesh and blood, you are closer to me than just a friend. And I will cherish you in your memory, in your words, in your personality, and all of you for the rest of my life. Like, there's nothing that can change how I see you as my greatest friend. So, Destiny, I love you. I hope that you're doing okay. And this has been your snippet. And yeah, that's it. Bye. All right, guys, how are we doing? Pulse check, everybody. I hope we're doing okay. So, I am doing this intermission kind of after editing a good portion of the video at this point, and I kind of just wanted to step in here and just kind of talk a little bit about, you know, the work in progress and kind of what this whole video means to me. And I really hope that you guys are enjoying it so far. I know that we've really only just kind of begun. We've only talked about 3 or 4 people at this point, and there's just so many more people that I got to talk about yet. So, it's going to be a long ride. And I just kind of want to say that if you've already heard your piece, then you're more than welcome to click off the video if that's what you want. I will not be offended, because I know that a lot of people probably just want to hear their own piece and then just kind of move on, which is totally fine. I respect that. But for those of you who are deciding to stick around for the long haul, I greatly appreciate you, and just know that your viewership means the world and more to me. And if you haven't heard your piece yet, don't worry. I'm sure I'll get to you eventually. There's no like tier system that's going on here. I'm not like talking about the most important people in my life first or nothing like that. Because all of you are equally as important to me, and I love each and every one of you very, very much. And I'm trying my hardest to include every single person in my life that I've met up to this point. And of course, I'm going to forget people. I am not a perfect person. I think that I've met a whole slew of people throughout my life, and even just now, I've recorded pieces for like about 10 people. I have yet to actually implement the rest, but I think that I'm going to be talking about at least over 25 to 30 people in this video alone. And it's kind of intimidating still having to record for a lot of other people, and it's scary. You know, people are hyped up for this video, and I've been teasing it for at least a few weeks now at this point, and I know that I've been generating some hype about this, and I don't want this to be like some extravagant event where everybody should like expect the world and more from me, because that's not what this is about. You know, I am just here to share my thoughts and the feelings that I have for people in my life, and I have more things to say about certain people than I do other people, but that doesn't mean that I don't love and care for you just in the same way. And I know that it can be a little bit disappointing for some to have their segments be short, or it might be nice for some other people to have their segments be long as hell. I don't have a lot of framework on this. Like, I was originally supposed to just come in here and just start yapping with words on a screen, but now, after trying to write things about people, I ran into roadblocks every 5 seconds. It was terrible. And now that I'm kind of just shooting the shit, just talking with my heart instead of reading a script, it's become a lot easier and a lot more freeform. But that also comes with human error, that I might forget some things, and I might not say truly everything, even though that's kind of what the end goal of this video was supposed to be, everything out on the table. But just keep in mind that even if your segment is short, or I don't say a certain thing, or something like that, I will always love and care for you in the same way that I do anyone else in this video. And if you have anything that you want to talk about, DM me. I am available 24, well, okay, I lied. I'm not available 24/7, but I'm available most days. So if you reach out to me, I will get back to you. So, for all of you that are watching still, thank you so much. And for those of you still waiting for your piece, it'll come. I promise. We are only not even halfway through this video. I would say we're about 25%, and there's still a lot more people that we got to talk about. So, hope you guys are enjoying so far. Pulse check, get some water, get some snacks, enjoy, and we will be right back into the action. Thank you guys so much. I love you. Bye. Mwah! Rose. Oh boy. Where do I even get started with you? I guess we could probably start with our history. So, you and I met a long time ago, back, I don't know, maybe like 2017, I think it was, and whew, what a time that was. I remember meeting you thanks to Devin, and I can't say that I remember too much in that whole little thing there. It was the Cool Kids Club or something like that. I don't know if you were part of the Cool Kids Club, but either way, we met somewhere in that vicinity. You and Devin were a thing, and then, after some time, you guys broke up, and that whole portion of our friendship's just a little bit hazy, because I don't think that you and I talked a whole lot during that time. And I just gotta say that it was definitely a time, to be sure. And I am grateful that I met you. And I am very happy that we got to get to know each other after a while. And without going into a lot of detail, we started talking some more, and then we started dating, and then just for a while after that, it was kind of off and on, and then, just throughout the years, we just kept in touch, and I would have to say, without a doubt, that you are one of my closest friends of all time. Period, bar none. I think your loyalty is something that is indistinguishable from anyone else's. Like, your loyalty is to a fault at times, I think. And I don't know how the hell you do it, right? You have, with me at least, persisted throughout these last 7 years almost. And it's impossible. If I'm being real, it's impossible how you've continued to stay by my side. Despite, number one, the kind of shitty stuff that I put you through and all the stuff that you went through yourself. And I can't begin to imagine, how tough it is to be you sometimes. And I think that that's one of your strong suits, is that you are almost always constantly, unforgivably yourself. And that is great. I think that you should continue being yourself in every which way that you can be, because you're amazing. And you have a new boyfriend, which I am really happy about, by the way. And I'm just honestly really glad for you. And I am hoping that this relationship of yours lasts, because you deserve it more than anyone I know, anyone I've ever known. And I think it speaks volumes that you yourself have had so much troubles trying to find a stable relationship. And it is so unfair that you yourself have yet to have a relationship that's lasted longer than a year. And that is sad, not because, you struggle to maintain those relationships, but that people don't get to realize or see that beautiful side of you. And I think it's equally as frustrating that you get taken advantage of too, because your loyalty is next level and your kindness is next level, and it's frustrating for me as someone who's known you for this long to see you go through those things and kind of be powerless to make any definitive changes in your life to get you where I believe you should be, because you deserve a partner who will treat you the right way, is just as loyal as you are, and is willing to go the extra mile to do all the things that to give you the things that you should have. And I think that is the part where you so tragically don't get. And I am so sorry, just from the bottom of my heart. I am so sorry that you don't get the most honest and loyal world that you frankly deserve. And as a friend who's been with you just this long, you deserve the world and more. And it is a crime that you are not given everything you want. And I'm sorry that you go through any pain and you struggle with anything, because you are the least deserving person on the planet to ever go through any hardship, because you're just so amazing. And I hope that you understand that despite everything that's happened between us, and despite everything that we went through together, I still love you, and I will always love you. There will always be a part of my heart that is yours and yours alone. And I hope that you recognize that love, even if I am pretty bad at showing it sometimes. Just know that it's always there. It's always been there, and it will always be there. So the best of luck to you, Rose. You deserve it more than anyone on this planet, honestly. So best of luck. I love you. Take care. Hey there, Cup. I just kind of wanted to start your section off with a little bit of a show of appreciation and inspiration from your existence just entirely. So when you and I first met, you were in a rocky place. And again, for the sake of personal details, I'm not going to share any of it, but you came to me and we worked through it together. And I take zero credit, not that credit was on me whatsoever, but you got through it and you did amazing. You went and you struggled, but you got through it, all of it. And I think there is something so wonderfully inspirational about your strength. There's something so wonderfully inspirational about your strength. And it is so amazing to see your tenacity and your endurance and your just everything. I mean, you go through so much every day, and the things that you go through every day put mine to shame. Like, I don't go through nothing compared to what you go through. And I struggle every day, and you do too, but you are just so infinitely stronger than I am. And I don't know how the hell you do it, but it's just incredible. And I am so jealous, I think, of your strength. Like, I wish that I was so motivated to keep living and to keep fighting and to keep persisting despite all the stuff that you go through. And it's just so inspirational, like I said, and I am just so drawn to that. And I think that you are such a pure-hearted person, and weaker people going through those sort of struggles would be mean and ugly and just vile with that kind of struggle. But you are not. You are kind. You are loving and careful and patient. And despite the pain that you go through every day, you don't put that on anyone else. You don't ever make it anyone else's problem, and you are just so goddamn strong. And not even just to mention all that, you are so kind and so sweet. You have helped me through a lot of stuff. You are so wholesome and so lovable, and I just want to squeeze you. And I love you a lot, and I consider you family. And I think that our friendship has so much potential, and I am so excited to see where you and I go together. And I am here for you always, and that will always be the truth. And if you ever feel down or unmotivated to keep going, perhaps this could act as a reminder that you are infinitesimally, I think that's how you say it, strong. And I am so proud of you for being here, for fighting, and for being the best you that you could ever be. So I love you loads. I think that you are one of the best people on this planet, and I am so honored to be by your side. I love you, Cup. Please keep fighting. Please keep being you. You are everything and more to me. Take care. Mark, you were my first internet friend, and unfortunately, I can't remember a whole lot from our time together when we were younger. I mostly just remember us gaming together on Plaza Burst 2, like I mentioned before. I also remember these Bitmoji comics that we used to make together before Bitmoji was taken by Snapchat. I will always maintain the fact that Bitmojis before were a lot better than they are now. Snapchat's pretty cool with their implementation of it, but it's not that great. But you and I have known each other for about 10 years now, almost, and that is crazy to me. Like, you are my first internet friend, period. And it's pretty crazy to think about the journey that you and I have both been on. Separately, mind you, we never really kept in touch all that well throughout the years, and it's not your fault, it's not my fault. Just as it kind of normally happens, you know, we drift apart. I mean, you live in an entirely different country than me, so of course it's going to be a lot different. But I just have to say that I am proud of you for the successes in your life, and I would like to catch up more to kind of just understand a little bit more about how your life has been, and maybe we could I don't know, probably hop back in Plaza Burst 2 and maybe make a video on it like we used to when we were younger. I just wanted to thank you for being the most loyal friend that I've ever had. I mean, you were there through all of it, and I appreciate you. So, thank you so much for just being here, being a friend, and overall just being my very first internet friend. Still, it's crazy. And aside from that, if you could, just say hi to everyone else in our little friend group that we used to have a long time ago, if you still talk to them. I unfortunately don't really remember their names because I talk to them a hell of a lot less than I talk to you. So if you happen to remember, please say hi to them for me, and that I'm still thinking about them to this day. So yeah, thanks, Mark. Hey, Eric. I guess I just wanted to first start off with an apology. I apologize that you and I haven't been talking as much lately. I've been busy with work and YouTube and stuff like that. And I kind of feel like I've failed as a friend to you in the last half year that we've started talking again. And to preface all of that, I am sorry that I've not been the best friend to you. And I haven't been very consistent as far as my communication is with you. And I greatly apologize for that. And I know that actions speak louder than words, so I hope that hopefully sometime in the future you and I can establish a more solid foundation of communication. It's all on me. You are doing your own thing, and we'll get into that in a minute, but you know, I just greatly appreciate you for being patient and staying in my life regardless of all of the lacking parts of our friendship. So I appreciate you for that. Now, to go into a little bit of our history together, same thing with Brian. You and I met on YouTube a long time ago, and I don't 100% remember how it happened. I think you and I were just, it was either I commented on one of your videos, you commented on one of mine, and that just kind of, clicked things off for the both of us. So when you and I started talking, I don't think you and I ever made any content together on my channel or yours, to my memory. But of course, I remember the the collaborative YouTube channel that you and I did way back in the day. It was so quickly defunct, and it's kind of sad because I thought it would have been really cool when I was like 15 or something. So I maybe we should try to revitalize something like that. I don't know. I think it would be pretty cool. But I would just like to say that I am also very proud of you for staying strong despite the accident, and I don't know if I have your permission to talk about it, so I won't. But I think that you are just so incredibly strong, and what you went through must have been impossibly hard, and I am immensely proud of you as a friend. And your strength is so courageous, and I inspire to, even demonstrate even half of the strength that you have. So you're great, Eric, and I hope that you and I can do more stuff together in the future. I see that you still stream and you still make content, so that's really great. Hopefully sometime you and I could do something together on both of our channels, and that'd be great. Take care, Eric. You've been great. Talk to you later. All right. Hey there, Brian. Let's get started with just some of the things I remember about you. So I remember at the beginning, like when you and I first met each other, there was this moment, like this period of time where you and I weren't friends. You like came to my YouTube channel, and low-key, you were kind of a hater, but in the sense of like stupid preteen shit. Like, it wasn't even nothing serious. It was just stupid stuff. And I remember that we kind of just connected anyway, and we eventually did YouTube videos together. I remember we definitely did Plasma Burst 2. I introduced you to that game and we played it together. It was pretty fun. And then we did something with Mark as well. And in the future, you and I also did something with what was it? It was Gmod. A video that I don't think was ever released. It was like a hunting game or something, like what was it? The Purge. We did a video on The Purge in Gmod, and it never got released. I don't know why. I think it's just because you didn't finish it or whatever, but I'm not gonna spare too many details about our friendship afterwards, because I don't want to make anything uncomfortable, because you and I, we're okay now, we're friends now, and there was a moment in time where you and I had like a big falling out. And again, I won't mention any details, but I am very proud of you for the growth that you've shown since then, and I obviously hold nothing against you. We were younger, and I was dumb, you were dumb. I don't blame you at all. And I think the fact that you're still here today, as my friend, I greatly appreciate you. And I honestly hope that you and I can make something together sometime. And the music that you make, it's pretty good. I listen to it. It's low-key kind of bars. So keep going. Keep chasing that dream. You will very likely make it big someday. And I just greatly appreciate you for everything that you've done. You know, I think you're a great guy and you have a lot of potential in your life. So keep fighting, keep chasing that dream of yours, keep making music. If you ever eventually return to YouTube, I am 100% down to do something together. That would be kick ass. And thanks again for coming back into my life. And I appreciate you. So thanks. Hey there, Bing. Or I guess technically your name is Chris, but that just feels wrong considering my legal name. So I'm just going to call you Bing from here on out. I guess one of the first things that I kind of want to talk about is how grateful I am to you as a friend. I think that your friendship is kind of unique to me, and it's unique in the sense that our time together, I can really just turn my brain off and have senseless fun. And that's not to say that we don't have like enlightened conversations, because we do quite a bit actually. I think that you're one of the few people in my life that I can actually have like a deeply serious conversation with for a long extended period of time, and then just go right back to being fucking ridiculous and silly. So I think that that is just really unique, and I greatly appreciate you for offering that sort of environment to my life, because it's so refreshing, right? It's like we can be goofy, silly, and stupid, but in the next second we can be, you know, just very chaotic and... Wait, did I already say that? No. We could be very serious and honest and have a transparent conversation about things that bother us in our lives. And I greatly appreciate you for again offering that sort of friendship in my life. It's wonderful, and you're great. And another thing about that is that I really miss you. You gave birth to a baby not too long ago, so congratulations about that. And it's really exciting to see what kind of father you turn out to be. And I know that you've shared with me that you're a little bit anxious about that, and you're not sure how good of a parent you can be. But knowing you as a friend and knowing you as the honest, hardworking man that you are, I don't have a doubt in hell that you're going to be a wonderful father. And so far, I don't exactly remember when your baby was born, but I think it's been a couple to a few months now, and you seem to be doing great. And you've expressed to me that you love having a baby and you love being a father, and that's just so good, and I'm so happy for you. I know that that was a big concern of yours, and to hear and to see that you're kind of pushing past that fear and realizing yourself to be a great father, that's just so heartwarming to me. And I can't express how proud I am as a friend to see that self-actualization that you're going through, and it's so wonderful. And on another thing, I also really greatly appreciate you for standing up for me in certain situations and kind of taking what I've had to say in mind in regards to certain situations that I won't exactly spell out. I appreciate you for being understanding, patient, and, you know, working hard to make sure that our friendship remains intact, even though there's been some rocky moments in our friendship and things were tested for sure. But, you know, at the end of the day, we work together to kind of bridge the gap and make things easier for the both of us. And for that, I really do greatly appreciate you and your honesty and your transparency and your willingness to just be a good guy. You know, it's like you see so much radicalization in the world today that it's easy to be mean. And seeing you as a beacon of kindness, patience, understanding, and virtue even, it's refreshing. And you're just overall a great guy. And I am so very glad to consider you a friend of mine. And I'm hoping that someday we get to meet up, maybe go bowling or something. I don't know. And I get to see your baby and I get to say hi to the wifey. I'm so excited for the future of our friendship. And I'm excited to see how you grow as a person. So thanks again so much for being one of my closest friends of all time, being there for me, working with me, and just overall being a fantastic influence. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day. I love you, Bing Bong. Bye-bye. Hey there, Salad. Oh boy, it's been a long while since we talked, and I know that leading up to the release of the love letter, you've been so hyped. So I hope that your segment of the video pleases you. I hope that the words that I have to say will be worth the wait. So let's begin. We met each other in Grim Luxuria, and you were just kind of just like so nice and really, really awesome to talk to. I think that our personalities kind of mend really well. You were very nice and just easy to talk to in the respect that we could just yammer about things and just kind of vibe. And I'm really, really grateful for that. And I'm even more grateful for the fact that you've said so many amazing and kind things to me when I was struggling a few times. And I think that your words have left a forever impact on me. And I need to mute my phone. Hold on. Shut up. Thank you. Salad, you are a really, really great friend of mine. And I was really, really happy to invite you onto the honor mode run for Baldur's Gate 3, which we still need to get to. And I promise we will someday. I don't think that Bing Bong will be a part of it anymore, but we'll find a good replacement in his honor. But aside from that, you made my life easier when it came to me doubting myself and certain aspects of myself. I can remember a few distinct times where I was feeling very down on myself for not being someone's like special person, you know? And of course, at the time of recording, I have a lovely partner, which I made a call to and their part, so don't worry about it. But you let me know that I was a special person in your life, and that was really, really, really sweet of you. And I think that you are a wonderful person, and I am so, so excited to see where our friendship goes next. And I hope that you will join us on the continuation of the honor mode run together, and we will make so many memories and so many funny laughs and gaffs. Thank you so much, Salad, for being you, unapologetically you, and you have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. Hello, Mihi. Okay, so what do I say about you? I would have to say that in the kind of short amount of time that we've known each other, I think we've maybe kind of known each other for like, I think just a year now. I won't go into detail about how we met because you and I both know how we met and the clusterfuck that came with that meeting, but I digress. I think that accidental meetup was for the benefit of both of us, I think. After we met, you were good counsel, you know? You helped me through a pretty particularly rough moment in my life, and I greatly appreciate you for doing that. You know, I was a stranger to you, someone who, you know, you didn't know anything about. And still, you sat there, listened to me whine and complain about the same situation, oh, I don't know, maybe like 50 times over, and still, you listened to me. And you gave me advice, and you walked me through the more difficult parts. So, I really am grateful for you for doing that for me. And also, as well as, you know, becoming a very big part of this friend group that we've made, all of us together. You've made a lot of people happy. I mean, you've sure as shit made Cup very happy. You've brought a lot of laughs to me, Cup, Ryan, Sophie, all of us. You've been an immaculate person in our friend group, and I think your humor is something that is kind of unique in regards to all of us. We don't really typically, I don't even know really how to explain it. It's kind of like you're a little bit, okay, well, I'm not going to say that you're a little bit more brash, because I feel like everyone in our friend group is equally as brash, just in different ways. Oh, crud. I, I would have to say that you're just definitely more, I don't know, I guess your humor is a little bit more blunt, you know? And it's funny. It's funny. It's funny shit. Good comedy. Dark humor every now and then. And, it's nice. It's fun. And, you know, I know that you kind of struggle sometimes about your place in this world that we live in. And I know that you're worried about people not liking you and being against you. And I understand that, given your history. I won't go into detail, but you really don't have anything to worry about. I know that sometimes people get into fights and sometimes people just kind of fall apart and distance themselves from each other, but that's not on you. And I think that your humor, your kindness, your patience, and overall empathy is strong, and it definitely warrants you being in however many friendships you want to be in, right? And it's like, the people that leave your life are ultimately going to miss out on an amazing person. And I know that it's hard to kind of understand how amazing of a person you are when you look at yourself, because I get it. Like, I don't like myself whatsoever, and I struggle a lot to find the confidence in my life to really just kind of enjoy and respect the aspects of myself that bring happiness, joy, and all that other stuff to the people around me. And I think that that's something that you need to work on yourself as well, to understand that you're hot shit, and you should respect yourself more, and you should give yourself more credit. And I get it. It's scary to lose friends and to just overall be, you know, thought of as anything less than what you actually are. But I can promise you, at least no one in our friend group thinks of you any less than you actually are. So keep going with your head held high, and we will always be there to walk alongside you. So I love you, Mihi. Stay strong, stay funny, stay empathetic and charismatic. And overall just a nice guy. I appreciate you. Talk to you later. Goodbye. Hey Ash. Hi. Oh boy, what do I say about you? I would just like to say hi. I love you. You're awesome and amazing and so sweet and so kind. And also really beautiful. Those selfies that you share in Grim Luxoria, magnifique. You're so beautiful. So I guess what I would like to share about you is that I am just very grateful for your existence. You know, you are just someone that is just so sweet and so kind, and you ask for nothing. And I think that that is just so amazing, and I'm so glad that I met you, and I'm so glad that we're friends even. You know, because you're just a bundle of joy, and I'm just very grateful for your existence. And I would like to talk more. I would also like to game more. I remember that we played Fortnite together on stream not too long ago, maybe like a month and a half, 2 months ago at this point, and it was fun. We got Ryan on there, and we got Sapphire on there as well. It was fun. Had a lot of laughs, a lot of gaffs, and I think that would be fun to do again. So if you're ever in the mood to play some Vidya, my DMs are always open, and even just about anything else that you want to talk about, my DMs are always and forever open to you. If you just want to yap, I'm happy to listen. So I love you, Ash. You are so sweet, so kind, and you have a good rest of your day and keep being you. Never change. Thanks. Bye. Hey, Ruru. How you doing? I guess I could start with just the fact that we've been friends for so very long. I have a deeper history with you than I do with quite a few other people. Like Eric previously mentioned, you and we met up on YouTube, and we did collaborations here and there. I distinctly remember doing a FNAF theory video, and I was trying to find somewhere more private to talk, and it was just, dude, it was such a cringy video just to think back on. And also all of the Undertale videos that we did together, the FNAF videos we did. I think they even did a couple Keep Talking Nobody Explodes videos together too. It was very good times, and I want to thank you for staying alongside me all these years. I know that we don't really talk as much as we used to anymore, and that's a very common trend with a lot of my older friends, but the fact that you, and by extension everyone else who is an old friend of mine, has stayed by my side, it's just insane to me. I can't begin to thank you guys, and thank you, Ruru, for being such an amazing force of positivity in my life. Like, when we met, I was very impressionable, right? I was in that mindset, like I was younger, and I was still growing up, and I think that was the point in my life where all the difference could be made, right? And you were nothing but kind, nothing but funny and hilarious, and you true-heartedly probably guided me down a more kind, more funny, more empathetic approach to life. I have to thank you for that, because if it weren't for you, I probably would have been radicalized and probably would be spewing hate today, probably, likely, I don't know. I've had a lot of great friends even before you who were amazing, but none of them instilled that true kindness that you did, and I thank you for that. And another thing, I really do miss you. I think that the last time that we had a call, like we called each other, maybe back in 2022 or maybe 2021, it's been a long time, and I really do miss you, and I really want to take you up on that offer where you take me out and we go dress shopping. Like that would be really great. And I think that would be loads of fun, and I really do want to see you. I think that you're probably one of the most important people in my life, just based off of how much you influenced me when I was younger. And I'm so grateful for you, and I hope that you're doing well. Again, I know that we haven't talked in millennia, but I hope that with this video, and with just a lot of other things, and I'll talk more about this later, I hope that we can just bridge the gap, right? Where this video is just meant to reach out to the people that I've talked to over the years, and I want to reach back out to you guys. So this is my attempt at reaching back out. I want to talk to you guys, and I want to be with you guys in whatever way possible. So, Ruru, you're wonderful. I consider you family. You're, by all intents and purposes, my older sibling, which that has always been a thing. So, I really, really do appreciate you for being amazing and kind and patient, and overall just a wonderful person to be around. Let's do more stuff together. Let's make YouTube videos again. I want to do that. Please reach out to me. We'll make it happen. So, thank you so much, Ruru. I love you. Have a good rest of your day. Bye. Drake. How we doing, man? I think that a good place to start with our little segment here is that I just want to really thank you for creating such a wholesome community that is Grim Luxoria. I know that you probably don't feel very proud of it nowadays, given that the servers kind of just died down a little bit. But I mean, that's normal. It happens all the time. I mean, servers don't always have peak activity all the time, but I think that there's something that all of us at Grim Luxoria can say. That community has fostered a lot of kindness, love, and overall just amazingness. I mean, I have been in Grim Luxoria for the past year now, and it's definitely been a wonderful trip. I mean, I've met so many beautiful people. I've met you, I've met Emmy, Ash, Legs, all these wonderful people in the server, and I have no one to thank but you. And you facilitated that. You created a welcoming and wholesome environment where everyone can kind of just be themselves without apology. And first of all, it's not a toxic community, which there are so many toxic Discord servers out there. It's kind of insane. I really don't know what the appeal is behind being an asshole to people, but I digress. Second of all, you based your entire server just off of how you are as a person. And I think that that can be very well seen in the fact that you stand up for people. You don't deal with that kind of asshole behavior that I mentioned prior, and you just stand on that ground. You are firm in your beliefs, and you do not take no shit from no one. So I greatly appreciate you for being just overall a great guy, and, you know, facilitating that environment where people could be themselves unapologetically. And that takes a lot of strength and a lot of tenacity to kind of just bring that together. I don't think that should be understated. And the fact that, you know, we're still here and we're still alongside you, I think speaks even more volumes. So again, thank you so much for that. And even just aside from that, in the few times that I was emotionally vulnerable with you, you were always so kind and patient and understanding of things. And I asked you to do something very important for me, which thankfully it has not come up yet, and I hope it never does. But you kind of just took my words and you just ran with them, right? Like, you were so understanding, so patient, and really kind to me in regards to that. And I thank you. I know that a lot of people would be kind of greedy for like more Discord members in their server, but you just decided to take care of the people that were already there. So I thank you for that. And even just outside of that, the kindness that you shared to me when I was down and out and just kind of like feeling little dog shit about myself, you were also very kind about that. And the very few times that we played Fortnite together, very fun, awesome. I really enjoy that, and I hope that we can do it again sometime. I know that you're kind of going through a lot right now, and just know that I'm always here for you. My DMs are always open, 24/7, always and forever. You're great. Thanks so much, Drake. You have a great rest of your day, and I hope you feel better. Bye-bye. Emmy, hi. So you are super wholesome, a wonderful person. I know that we haven't talked a lot, and I do kind of worry about you. I hope that you do see this video. I'm not really sure if you will or not, but if you do, please know that I'm thinking about you. You were someone who was a pretty positive force in Grim Luxoria, and you made it really comfortable being there. You know, you were just this really kind and funny person, right, to talk to, and I just greatly appreciate that company, you know. And I know that, again, you know, you haven't really been around as much and we haven't really been talking as much, but I'm glad to know that you're still there. And in the occasional thing that we send to each other on TikTok, it always just warms my heart and it makes my day. Like, it's just really nice to hear from you whenever it happens. So this is going to be a little bit short, and I'm sorry, but I really do hope that you're okay. And I am always here for you if you ever need to talk. you were a great friend to me, and I don't want you to be alone, ever, in anything that you go through. So, if you need help, if you need someone to talk to, my DMs are always open. If you want to just send TikToks back and forth, I'm okay with that too. Thank you so much, Emmy, for being a wonderful person. I love you. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. Hey there, Sophie. This is your segment of the Love Letter 3. Let me just get started by showing my appreciation for you first of all. You've been with me for the past almost like 4 years now. I think we met like late-ish 2021. I remember it very vividly. We were playing me and my cousin James were playing a Minecraft server, and we came across you, and you were like, hey, do you want to vibe? And we're like, hell yeah. And we pretty much clicked. And then we just became good friends, and then it's the rest is history, right? And I know that our relationship has kind of been rocky the past year. And that's for a lot of reasons. You have a lot of stuff going on in your life, and I understand that wholeheartedly. I don't blame you for getting busy, getting frustrated with that busyness. Your home life, Jesus, those people are kind of stinky. And I'm sorry about that. You absolutely don't deserve that. As well as just some other problems that I won't go into detail about, out of respect for your privacy. And I know that we really don't talk a whole lot anymore. Kind of when I started working and when you started working, things just kind of slowed down quite a bit. And I understand that, that just kind of happens. When you go into your adult life, a lot of things change and a lot of things move around, right? And it is less... what's the word? It's harder for us to hang out now than it was back in 2021. Because back in 2021, the only things that you and I had to really worry about was school. And that was it. Now, as we're adults and we both have jobs and responsibilities, a lot of our time is taken up. And it's harder to kind of reach out and just establish times to do things. And I'm sorry. I've said sorry to you a lot throughout our friendship, and I know that my actions don't really reflect what I mean. And it's harder to really try to make things work in regards to our friendship specifically, and it's not out of lack of trying, mind you. There's a few things that kind of make our relationship harder to maintain. Most notably, the fact that you live in an entirely different country, with an entirely different time zone, with a lot of different, things that you got to do in your day-to-day, and I have to do a lot of different things in my day-to-day, and morning for you is nighttime for me and vice versa, and it's just kind of hard to really maintain a consistent flow of conversation. And again, that really did not matter back when we were younger, because we had a lot of time to stay up later at night, but now that's not such the case, right? You and I have jobs that we have to get sleep for and get up and actually do. And that sucks. And I hate that it's caused this rift between us. But even as I'm saying this, and there's something that I really deeply appreciate about you, is that even though we don't talk a whole lot anymore, you are still here, right? You still consider me a close friend, and you still want to have these conversations, and you still want to hang out. And that really does mean something to me. Because it shows that even though you and I really don't talk a whole lot anymore, and especially we don't VC a whole lot, we don't play video games a whole lot anymore, you're still willing to try, right? And that's everything. And I'm willing to try myself too. It's just it's harder to really commit to things when it's late. But I will say this, and for future reference, if you want to hang out, talk to me any day after Tuesday. Any day after Tuesday until Friday, I can hang out literally anytime because I don't have work and I am not busy, except for Thursdays. I take it back. Thursdays don't work because I have D&D with Cup and Lewa, so maybe Wednesday or Friday. Either day works, but just know that I'm still very much... What's the word I'm looking for? Shit, this is kind of difficulty of doing this stuff off the rip. I'm very proud of you, firstly, for getting through all the stuff that you have. Again, it's kind of hard to really make an example when I try to respect people's privacy, which I want to, so you don't feel embarrassed by the things that I would say. But you go through a lot, and I think it's very, very impressive that you still manage to keep a level head, even though sometimes life gets hard and things get a little bit rocky, which happens to everyone, happens to me. But I think the fact that you're still here, you're still fighting, and you're still with us, that kind of just speaks to who you are as a person. And I just greatly appreciate you as a friend, because you were there for the bad breakup, if you know what I'm talking about. You were there before then, after then. It's just I have a lot to be thankful for in regards to you. So just know that I really do greatly and deeply appreciate you. And I am 100% up to kind of establish more game time. If we can just plan ahead to where I can actually expect it, and we can, make time for it, right? Because I'll always make time for you. It's just we need to plan ahead so I can be prepared for whatever needs to happen. So, I love you, Sophie. You are one of my greatest friends, and I greatly appreciate you. Stay strong, keep fighting, and hit me up. We'll figure something out to do. All right. So thank you and goodbye. All right, everybody. Okay. So at this moment in time, this point of the video is kind of just meant to shout out wonderful people that I unfortunately don't really have a whole lot to say about. And this isn't because I don't love you people as friends or anything like that. It's just, I have a lot of friends, and I have a lot of differing lengths of friendships and relationships with these different people. And when I was making this video, and over the last few months of doing that, I've run into a lot of roadblocks. And it was mostly just what I had to say about people. And it's not because I don't cherish every single one of you. I do, wholeheartedly. I can't express how amazing you people are to me, and just your mere existence. And I thank you guys. I just want to at least shout these people out, even though I might not have a whole lot to say. These people are still really important, and they are key to my life, just as much as anyone else mentioned in this video. You guys are awesome and wonderful people, and I love you. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get down a list of people who are honorably mentioned. And I love you guys. Just remember that. The people that are in this video are special to me. And whether or not I have an entire book's length of things to say about you, or maybe just a quick excerpt, you are all equally as important to me and special to me. And like I've said prior in this video, I want this video to be a bridging of the gap, I guess you could say, where the people in this video, I want to talk to you more. I want to have dialogues, and I want to do things. I know that I probably could just do that by reaching out myself, but I struggle with that sometimes. And I don't know what point of life people are at sometimes, so I just kind of want to all-encompassing, you know? So, without further ado, let's go ahead and go down a list of wonderful people in my life that are still really important to me. So, first and foremost, there's Corzi. Hi, Corzi. There's Legs. Hi, Legs. Jom, Bread, Fairy, Roxy, Gaves 1 and 2, Nova, Ray, Rena, Flynn, and of course, Hunter. To all of you, thank you so much for being wonderful parts of my life, and thank you for staying alongside me through everything and anything. You guys are amazing people. Don't forget that. I love you guys so much. Have a good rest of your days. Bye-bye. Alright, and here we are at the end of the video. How are you guys feeling? This was quite the journey to make, and I kind of just want to be a little bit introspective, and just kind of look back on the last 3 months of making this video. So, originally, I was supposed to make Casey Macy Power Hour, which, looking back on that project, it was so ambitious. Like, I was trying to do editing things that I never thought possible, and it was turning out okay. I mean, it was a fun project to work on when I did, but then I had to, like, switch computers like 50 bajillion times, and I lost progress, and I lost more progress, and now I just was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna work on it anymore. So this is the alternative, and I like the way that this video turned out. It's not quite finished at the time of recording, but it will be. This is like the last thing I'm recording. So, hi guys. This is like the last thing. So, I hope you guys enjoy it. I really do. This video has been really wonderful to work on in this aspect that I got to look back on my history as a person and as a friend to people. It was really interesting to think about the moments and the memories that I've had with all the people mentioned in this video. And it's great. I have been such a lucky person to have met all of the wonderful people in this video. I think that can't be understated, because there is no amount of, like, I mean, just think about how many different people are in this world, right? There's hold on, one sec. Let me actually look it up. How many people are in the world right now? Current population 8.2 billion people. Okay, so think about that for a second. Okay, there's 8.2 billion people in this world, and I met all of you. That's insane to me, and it makes me so happy to know that I know you people, because you are so amazing. And there's 8.2 billion people out there. Some are worse, some are good. It's you guys, and I just, that thought alone just kind of messes with my head a little bit, because of all the people I met you guys, and I could not ask for better friends. So as the video comes to a close, I hope that all of you are doing okay, and I want to remind you that no feeling is final. Everything that you go through is only just temporary. And I know that some things may take longer to get past than others, but alongside that, you're not alone. And again, the purpose of this video is to illustrate that even though you may feel alone, you're not. You have people thinking about you. I'm thinking about you. And I want you to understand that my DMs are always open. I am always willing to talk. I'm always willing to have a chat, VC, play video games, whatever. I'm there. I'm game. Let's do it. So if you ever need someone to talk to, let me know. I'm going to be there for you night and day. So that's it. This is the end of the video. And I hope that you guys enjoyed. Sincerely. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please slap the like button. Absolutely kill the subscribe button. You guys are great. Wonderful people. I love you wholeheartedly. I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.